Hey guys, Ksenia with the Ann Arbor District Library, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a really easy, customizable marionette puppet out of something I know you all have, toilet paper rolls. For this project, you will need a toilet paper roll, some string, yarn or fishing line, a twig, a stick, a skewer, a pencil. I have a skewer. I'm going to use this to handle the puppet with. Scissors. Kid scissors are fine too. And 4 bottle caps with a hole punched into the top in the middle. If you don't have bottle caps, or if you don't feel comfortable putting a hole into a bottle cap, I will go over some variations later on in this video about how you can form alternative feet and hands for your puppet. To start, take your roll and your scissors, and you're going to make 4 cuts. You're going to make 2 on each end. They're going to be about 3/4 of an inch long. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Here's one cut. Your second cut on the same side of the end of the roll is going to be directly across from your first cut, like this. And your next 2 cuts on the other side of the roll, here the other end of the roll, is going to be directly across from the first 2 cuts that you've made. So in the end, you're going to have one end which has 2 cuts directly across from one another. And if you flip it over, 2 more cuts directly across from the others. So 4 matching cuts. Next, you will cut your string, which will be approximately 3 times the length of your puppet's body. So I will use the craft roll itself to measure out my string, and I will lay it flat against the puppet's body. Capture the end of the string at the end of the puppet's body, fold it over to double the length of the string, and then fold it over once more to get a length of string 3 times the size of the body. And this string, which is 3 times the length of your puppet's body, will be its feet. So you're going to take your bottle caps or whatever other items that you may have used for the feet, such as buttons, beads, things of that nature. And you're going to thread the string, one end of the string, into one of the bottle caps, or beads, or buttons. And then you're going to tie a knot at the very end of the string to keep its foot from coming off of its string leg. So I'm just making a very simple knot as a double knot, nice and large, just bigger than the hole that I've made. So that way it'll hang off on the string like this. And you're going to do this for both sides. Once you have your little feet securely attached to the puppet's string legs, you will take the puppet's body and you're going to put one of the feet through the body, and you're going to use one side of this roll with the slits in it to slide the string into in order to secure the feet. And make sure your feet are nice and even. And at this point, you pretty much have a basic body with some feet for your puppet. And if you'd like to stop right here, it can be used as a little hand puppet. See, it'll still walk, it'll still dance, do whatever it is that puppets do. However, if you want to make it more of a marionette style, then we go on to our next step. So for the next step, if you're going to make this puppet into a marionette, you will take another piece of string, approximately 4 times the length of the puppet's body, and you're going to make 2 knots before you put the bottle caps on, 2 knots approximately 2 inches away from the puppet's body. So you can use the toilet paper roll again to measure out where you want to have your knots. So if your string is draped evenly over the puppet's body, measure out 2 inches and make 2 knots, 1 on each side. After you have made your knots, you can slide on your remaining 2 bottle caps onto the string with the open side facing upward. So I will take my string and thread it through the inner part of the bottle cap. And the knot on one side will catch my bottle cap. Then I'll take my other cap and do the same exact thing so that at the end I have 2 bottle caps with their insides facing upward toward the ends of the string. These will be the puppet's arms, but also what's going to attach to the stick, the skewer, whatever item that you have to control that marionette. So you're going to take your string and your puppet, and you will do the same thing that you did with the legs. Thread the string through the puppet's body, making sure that it doesn't catch on the slits quite yet. Once the string has made it to the other side, slide it into the slit. Do the same for the other side. And now you have a little puppet with legs and hands. We will now attach the strings to your stick so that you can more easily control your puppet and make it do stick dance moves. To attach the puppet to your stick, it's going to be very easy. Take your stick, the strings, which are of an even length, to keep your puppet nice and balanced, and you will tie each end onto the stick using whatever knots you know. I'm just going to do a very simple square knot on each side, making sure to hold on to the other end of the string so that your little puppet's hands don't fall off. Once you have attached your strings, the strings of your puppet to your stick, he's now ready to start dancing. So in order to make him walk or dance or trot around, you will take your stick and tip one end upward and then forward, the other end upward and then forward. And what you will get is a walking motion. The cool thing about how easy this puppet is to make is that you can start playing with him right away. If you want, just draw a face and get to dancing or get to puppet battling, whatever it is you're into. Or you can very easily take this guy apart by just slipping the strings out from the slits in the body. There go his feet. Now you just have his arms left. You can just detach one side from the stick and take the strings out of the slit again, and you can go to town decorating your little dude. You can make your puppet green. You can give your puppet hair. After you give your puppet hair and paint him green, you can realize you made the Hulk equivalent of a marionette. And again, if you don't feel comfortable punching a hole in bottle caps, and if you don't have bottle caps, you can also use Play-Doh, tinfoil, balled up pieces of paper, or even layers of tape to make the hands and feet. For demonstration purposes, I will show you how to give your puppet tinfoil feet. So make your puppet, cut the slits out, and attach all of the required strings. Next, take a bit of tinfoil puppet, flip him upside down, one of his legs, and ball the tinfoil around the string. I still like to tie a knot at the end of the string, even if I'm using Play-Doh or tinfoil. Even though the tinfoil will be balled up and crumpled in such a way that it will secure itself pretty firmly to the puppet's string leg, sometimes it still slides off and the knot just helps keep it in place. So after you have balled your Play-Doh or tape or paper or tinfoil around the strings, your puppet will still be very capable of dancing, walking around, and having a grand old time. I hope you enjoyed the video. Get creative with it. Give your puppet some hair, give it some accessories, and have a blast. Thanks, guys. See you next time.